Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork.com and welcome to our full review of the Nokia N9. The Nokia N9 is the first and probably last MeeGo smartphone by Nokia. You can see it here. It's very similar styling to what you have with the Lumia 800. This is probably where the Lumia 800 got its design from, although it does have a front-facing camera here at the bottom. It has this unique feature where even though the phone is locked and the screen technically is locked, you still have your time, and it does show you indication of messages. This actually doesn't go away, it just fades low into the background. Quick look at the hardware again. Similar to the Lumia 800, you do have your power button, your volume rockers. There is no camera button on this device. It comes with this cool sleeve again. It's got an 8 megapixel wide angle lens, dual LED flash. Of course, again, you have a micro USB port. It's a micro SIM port, which is also on the other side, which you guys saw in the unboxing video. So let's take a good look at the device. The device does have a 3.9-inch display, which is AMOLED, and doesn't have any front facing button. All buttons are on screen, similar to the Galaxy Nexus. So, of course, now we've locked this. Your wallpaper is similar to what you have in Windows Phone, where your wallpaper is your lock screen. And from here I can easily jump to my missed calls or my emails, so I can slide in here. Now my missed call segment is actually combined called section as well as messages, which I'll show you in a second. This has all my missed calls from the phone as well as from Skype, so you do have that all combined together. Likewise with messages here, the messaging center. Show you that in a second. This has all my messages from Skype, Google Talk, email, as well as text message all in one. Now the main thing about the N9 is that it has three distinct home screens. The first one is your app home screen, which you can scroll through. So you can see all your apps here. You can also rearrange the apps quite easily by just holding down and moving it around wherever you want to. And of course you can take out apps by just basically hitting the cancel button. Hit done. The next home screen, sliding left or right, is your multitask screen. I've gone up to about 18 apps before I notice any slowdowns. Of course, this has 1 gigabyte of memory, so that plays a lot to giving you good multitask functionality. And it's very easy to kill out any of the apps. You just have to hold down. You can X out an app quite easily, and you hit the done button. And of course, the third home screen, third and final, is your notification home screen. Of course, at the top you do have your weather, date and time, and then of course this is your feed. And if there were emails, they would be above the feed, which of course we just messages looked at. But this feed is your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTube. Now everything is all centralized. So there's a centralized messaging, centralized notification, and also centralized call list, all in one for everything you need. So it's just pretty nice, and you can see you can slide either way, and it's very easy to use. Now let's look at some of the settings for the Nokia N9. In your general settings, you do have your flight mode, internet connection, mobile network, of course your brightness, device, Bluetooth, sound, wallpaper, application, notification systems, and about product, which is about phone. You can have the reset below. And of course it shows you this is running Nokia MeeGo 1.2 Hamatan, all that fun stuff. Now we're going to device. You do have options for your call, SIM, battery, display, data storage, which this device comes with 16 gigabytes. You can see all the breakdown and total storage there. And this is also an NFC capable device, so you can actually set up your NFC look. So your NFC, you can turn on connections and sharings and things like that. So you have very in-depth and good settings functions. You can go in and customize and do certain things to the device. You also have settings for your applications, different types of applications. So you can do it to messages here, and see the settings I have here for delivery reports, maximum time limit, automatic downloads, all that stuff in there. So it's very easy. And from here, since there are no buttons on the screen, it's all on-screen buttons. If I were to say I want to head back to home screen, I'll just have to slide over. I can head back, or I can slide over either way, and I'm back in my home screen. It's very simple, very unique and very cool setup that Nokia's put up here. You can see all your contacts all combined, so you have your Twitter, your Facebook, your Skype contacts all in one. So it's kind of cool. It's all a combined contact list that you have here. Let's take a good look at the browser. It's another thing people want to take a look at. So the web browser, I don't know why it came up that way, shows you a couple of the top sites. Of course, Google's there, and of course, Nokia's promoting themselves. Of course, there's no on-screen buttons or anything like that. So you type in here, you can type in an address you want to go to, and we'll type in our favorite website, Booredatwork. Now, when you type in a search, you do have settings. Like I said, there's the main settings to go in to customize what you're looking for the browser, and of course, you do have your settings, some setting functionality which you go into here. So you can subscribe to this feed, add home screen, share this page, and open new. Of course, you got pinch to zoom on here. Let's do this here. Let's open up a new window. So basically, we've created ourselves another window. It's going to CNN. So we head into CNN mobile window, so you can see. And hidden settings again. We can add this to home screen if we want to, share screens, so on and so forth. Now you're wondering how do I go back to the old screen? Basically, the easiest way is your multitask that I found out. And to access the multitask while you're in a different window, you pull down from the top. And you can see that here. So I go back to Booredatwork here. Not the most intuitive or sensible way if you ask me, but it does work. And something I can easily use. So, there, my bad. I X'd those out. So head back to the browser again. The browser is simple, it works well. It's not the best feature-wise. Some of the on-screen features don't actually do a good job in setting the tone. Now, what I just did is actually give you the quick access key. So, for instance, you are using an application or the browser. You want to go straight to text message or use your camera. You slide it up and you dock down, and you can access the camera, your messaging. Call as well as the browser. This is not customizable. You can see it's basically you can either pick one of the four. You can't actually sub or change them out, and I'll slide that through. A couple other things to look at. Let's look at the email. So we've seen messaging is it's all aggregated together. You can also aggregate your email, so you can I have 2 Gmail accounts there. I can add in new email accounts. Email. That's to add a new email. So let's close that out there. My all messages. I can add folders. Refresh this if I want to. To do that, I have to go back to the main settings to actually add a new email account. But the email works out well. So go here. You can see I have an email. I have, I can move. I can mark as read. I can delete if I want to. I can also sort out. I do have my folders available since this is a Gmail account, so I can check all my different folders, and so on and so forth. So it works well. It's nice. It's actually pretty good. Simple, straight to the point email setup, which I kind of like. It's pretty good. Of course, we can head back here. Again, there is no set option to set up email directly here unless it's the first time. You do have to go to the settings options to do that. Nokia Drive, very similar to what you have in Windows Phone, except there's more functionality. I'll just show you guys that quickly here. Works well. Didn't feel like I needed to do a test because GPS functionality actually works pretty good. You have satellite imagery, which you just saw. You can set destinations. Your settings are a little bit more in depth. You do have a day and night. You do have places, which is missing from a Windows Phone variant. On the Lumia 710 connection, GPS, and you can delete history and delete destination. It's pretty much that. Of course, you do have an online music store from OV Music, and also an app store with OV Apps itself, for you to download content. You can watch videos on here and music, and show you some of the music functionality. Have some songs in here. This just kind of lays out all the different albums you have quickly. You can browse by artists, songs, playlists, or go into the store. So I can go by artist here, and I can see all the different artists I have. I have Bob Sinclair. I can decide to play a song, or I can shuffle, and it starts playing for me. In here, I do have options to make this a favorite, shuffle that makes that, cycle through. I can set the song as a ringtone immediately, which is pretty nice. And I have information which shows you the file itself. So I have more of this artist, which I can download. And then, of course, the file itself, it's MP3, the size, the bit rate, sample rate, play count, all that kind of stuff. And you have all that information there. So it's actually a very cool, very simple, informative music player that I have here on here. And it works out very well. Likewise, the video player doesn't play every single format, but it lists your movies all the way down. I have one movie here, and of course, this is a DivX movie. Sorry, it's an Xvid movie, so actually, it doesn't take some time to actually load up, which can be annoying. So I'm just gonna cycle out of that and head back. Now, we're talking about emails and adding new emails. The easiest way to do it is go to accounts. And you can see all the different accounts I have. You have Facebook, I have to Google, I have my Nokia, Skype, YouTube. I can add another account, and you can see all the different accounts you can add here. Or you can just add email from Exchange if you have an Exchange setup. Flickr, and so on and so forth. So it's a nice combined account setup. I say that availability for basic online messaging. I do have Google Talk and Skype connected and on. So those are some of the things that the account setup does. Is very smooth, and it's easy, and it's very simple to use. Like I said, it comes with a lot of apps that are installed for you. So I can show you the ones that actually come installed are actually all these apps. So from the top row with your web browser, videos, Facebook, Twitter, all the way down to, I believe, Angry Birds. Foursquare I installed myself, but you can see these are the only applications I can uninstall. The rest are basically stuck on the system itself. Take a look at Facebook here. Now, the thing about the Nokia N9 and MeeGo is that they tried a lot to incorporate some of the key apps that you use, like Facebook, Twitter. You can get apps like Foursquare in the marketplace, but there's still not a lot of applications that you can download. You can see this just showing the Facebook layout here, settings, and so on and so forth. But there are not a lot of applications you can jump in and use, so that's something to take note. You can download file managers and things like that, as well as there's a screenshot app, which is pretty cool. I can actually show you guys. Make new screenshot. It says cover device briefly to take screenshots. Do that. So I do have my app tray. I cover it. Screenshot taken. So I can save that screenshot, or so I can go save. And screenshot saved. Okay, I make a new one, so I can decide to make a new screenshot of the web browser. Take a screenshot. Done. Pretty cool, I would say. Let's go out of that. I don't feel like saving that in. So that's pretty much the Nokia N9. One more thing, we look at the camera just to show you, but definitely check out our camera review itself. We have a 720p camera review. Sorry about that. And check out our camera review and see what our camera footage is, how it looks, and all that fun stuff. So that's pretty much the camera itself. It's got a lot of fancy settings, but you can check it out in the video. and of course you can zoom in and zoom out and all that fun stuff. So that's pretty much the Nokia N9. What do I think of it? I think this is a solid device. I think Nokia crafted a lot in here. Hardware wise, it's pretty much top of the line. The camera is fantastic. You do have a good piece of hardware. Battery life is very, very good, just similar to Nokia standards you found in the past with Symbian devices. Good call quality, good video playback, music playback, things like that. A lot of the innovation on the software side is also pretty cool, and I think hopefully Nokia can transfer some of this over to the Windows Phone devices, and maybe even Microsoft can just steal some, for crying out loud. I mean, I do like the notification system, the way it's set up. I do like a lot of the integrated messaging with their Skype, their Google Talk. Every messaging is in one spot, and it's something I think more manufacturers can use. It's a sad note that this is a platform that literally, the honest truth is, it's a great hardware. Software is also very good, that will suffer from it being pretty much dead, with not a lot of apps and not a lot of support for it down the line, and that's something that would be that's sad in a sense. Another thing to note, even though there's a front-facing camera, there is no option to actually control that from the camera app. And second, there is no video chat with Skype with the front-facing camera. I tried, I just couldn't do it. Hopefully, it's an update for that. But overall, I love the Nokia N9. I mean, if you're a Nokia fan and you're looking for a solid Nokia device, you're not ready to jump to Windows Phone, this is a phone for you. A lot of you've seen Windows Phone, you probably will see here, so it's a good transition anyway once you eventually get there. But I think overall, I really like the Nokia N9. I'm just kind of sad that it's never going to go anywhere, and MeeGo is not going to go anywhere anyway. So this is Thunder E. If you guys have any questions or any comments about the Nokia N9, let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to all our pages. So we have the links down below: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, also Empire Avenue. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.